Hello, I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. I'm here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver in September. And with me today is a brand new company that's not even trading yet, Sendero Resources, right?
Yes,
I was about
correct.
to say metals, but it's resources.
Resources.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Gwen.
So let's just get the lay of the land here. Sendero, the Peñas Negras project in the Vicuna district. Tell me how you came to have it, what you like about it. Give me the basics.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's we're delighted to have the project. It's a big project in the Vicuna district. It was put together by Hernan Vera, who's the CEO of the company. Mm-hmm. He ran Yamana Gold, Barrick Gold, Anglo Gold in Argentina. A very successful mining career. He privately put the claims together over the period of 2018, 2019. Mm-hmm. We got introduced to him in 2020 and formed Sendero Resources. And we've been advancing it behind the scenes for 3 years virtually. Done a lot of groundwork, and now we're ready to go drill. And we've done extensive geophysics, geochemistry, sampling, mapping. We've got everything lined up, we hope, to get drill success. So, we've gone and raised $5.9 million. And we should start trading the first week of October is guidance.
I mean, I often describe junior exploration companies, public or private, as sort of like ducks on the pond. You look like you're just sort of going along, but underneath you're sort of frantically paddling away. And that's probably been what the last few months, and especially trying to get listed, have been like. It's so much work. And yet people are like, oh, now you're going to get started.
Yeah, it's a lot of work dealing with the exchange. They keep requesting more information that they don't until the last minute. There's been a few delays, but we're there now, which is great. So
describe these targets, all the work that you've done, like you are excited about these targets. So describe why you're excited about these targets.
We have the same geology as the big discoveries in Vicuna. And actually, there's been a new paper that just came out from Richard Sillitoe, the preeminent porphyry expert in the world, defining what he calls the Vicuna belt. And that's a 40-kilometer stretch from Philo up to Caserones. Okay. And we're on that belt.
Okay.
And that belt, as Richard describes, is just basically a super giant cluster of telescoped porphyry systems, where you've got the merging of an epithermal and a porphyry into one giant ore body, which is what all the discoveries are. Mm-hmm. So we have indications that we have a cluster of telescoped porphyries on the property. We already have one confirmed, where the historic drilling was done, called La Agita, where we have an epithermal system at top, and then we have both diorite and diatic porphyries below. But when that was drilled back in the 90s, Eldorado were not interested in the porphyry. And once they hit the porphyry, they just stopped drilling.
Right.
So we have that confirmed. We have an epithermal system very close to a porphyry system in our Tambourine zone. And we believe we have a cluster of porphyry targets in Cerro South that have never been drilled, and we believe also has an epithermal angle to it. So what we want to show in this initial drilling is that, we have a cluster of these telescope porphyries that Sillitoe has showed is clustered along this newly defined belt.
Philo has been a massive success story in the markets in the last few years. They were working for a long time before they became a success. Like, it's one of those like overnight successes that was actually a decade in the making, right? But you now get to sort of stand on the shoulders of the work that they did, right? You are in this belt that Sillitoe has now very clearly described. They have done a huge amount of work in the last few years and understanding what their system is, and if it's true, if Dick Sillitoe and is correct that these things are similar, you now get to take advantage of that knowledge and of the investor interest in that kind of discovery. And is that something that's been prominent for you?
Yeah, and we've literally copied their exploration process. And we know the structural control. So all our targets, we have these parallel reverse faults with a cross-cutting northwestern fault, which they found.
Exactly.
And we've got 4 of these targets on our property already. All of them have great porphyry targets.
Yeah.
So, we benefited from, and it was 17 years actually they were working before
a decade they was not sufficient. Exactly. 17 years.
So, we've benefited from all their hard work, all their expertise. We've got that exploration footprint. We've got very similar geology. So, yeah, exactly. We're lucky to be not the first mover in this case.
Did the Lundin Group want to invest in Sendero? This is a very open question. I'm very curious.
No. I think they have more. They have most of the belt. We have 120 square kilometers, which is a big area, but they basically have the rest.
Right. Yes.
So they have so many targets. I mean, they've got Porto Cliffs now. I think they just renamed it, but I'm sure they will get more and more discoveries, and they have a great land position. So I think they already have enough land.
Fantastic. And the fact that you have not very long ago raised, over $5 million for a pre-discovery, if we want to call it that, project. I mean, that's heartening. When you have a project where you've spent quite a few years putting it together, doing the groundwork, making the targets ready, coming up with a very compelling investment thesis, there is actually money out there. You just need to do all of those things, have all those things that I just said.
Yeah, there is money looking for projects. I think it's increasingly selective. So I think, we think we have really a world-class project. We have a world-class exploration team, and we're able to get the capital. But yeah, there is money there for selected projects.
Well, I look forward to you getting listed. That's going to happen early in October. And then when do you get to start drilling? January.
So we're opening up the camp October the 16th. Yeah. We're going to do extensive, detailed ground mag. We're going to do 50-meter line spacing ground mag across the 3 targets. We're going to do some IP over the outcropping direct porphyry. Then we'll just upgrade the camp a little bit. We want to get 30-plus spaces in the camp for the drill program. Do a bit of access road upgrading, and then drilling basically straight after Christmas, New Year.
That'll be here before we know it. Well, I look forward to keeping up with the news as all that happens. Congratulations on everything.
Great. Thanks a lot, Gwen.